my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for the week. Y'all, what was that all about? I'm just gonna say, before I get started, what the hell was that? Look, if you didn't feel the shift, it's cool, but if you felt that shift, please speak to me in the comments. Tell me how that felt to you, because it was a rough one on this end. Look, I'm a Pisces moon, and so it was absolutely rough. I'm also a Taurus sun. There are things going on in my sun sign. There are things going on in my moon sign. Also, I'm an Aries north node, and I am a Libra south node. So it's all going on, all of it. Tell me how you're feeling in the comments, okay? So here we are. We're going to read for the next 7 days, and that's why I haven't been here. I've been having a rough time with the energies, but here we are. We're going to read for the next 7 days. It is a sneak peek for the week still. The next 7 days is what I've got your energy for. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. My name is Elsie, and I come here once in a week to do this reading for the entire collective. So I am going to read from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to mark everything down below in the description, so you can just scroll this video to find out what you need for energies. But please, please, please stop watching tarot just for your sun sign. You just don't have all the information if you are only watching for your personality. Natal charts are free everywhere. And even if you don't have your exact time of birth, you can just pick AM or PM, depending on if you know if you were born in the day or the evening. And yeah, I guess that's it. We're going to start with Aries. Thank you so much for clicking here and being around. And if you are brand new, welcome, welcome to you. I'd love to see you in the comments if you'd like to tell me that you are brand new. Last night we did a little bit of a burning ritual in the membership area. If you're interested in joining us in the membership area, please look at the pinned comment below this video. There also is information there about a tarot sale up to $20 off. All right, here we go. Let's talk about Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries, lead us in to this crazy energy. Tell me, there it is. Tell me what's coming up for Aries, please. Aries, there it is, the World card. There is a chapter that has closed. Look, y'all, I felt it. I felt this shift of energy that closed a door, and it feels like things are brand new, starting from the beginning. That's where you are, Aries. I feel like you might be one of those people who felt the shift. And so we do have the World card. It is the end of something, but is sort of a glorious end, I'm going to say. That you're finally out of this old chapter, or whatever it was. You've closed the door. It is a milestone for you here. We do have the 8 of Wands, and now it's time to take a dash forward. It's like yeah, Charlie, my guide, Charlie, if you've never been here before, I have a guide, Charlie. Charlie is showing me the thoroughbred races. As a kid, my grandpa used to always take me. And when the bell went off, the doors opened and the thoroughbreds were gone. And that's what the 8 of Wands is giving me. It's like now that the doors open, because I feel like you were waiting in the stall for a while, kicking up dirt, waiting in the stall, waiting, let's go, let's go. And now the door is open. It is time for you to go. I want to say that for some of you, you've got some sort of financial thing that is going to be coming at you. You've it's like you made a decision in your life that made a shift, and it might not even be something about your finances, but you did make a decision, or you did shift some sort of energy that is now going to it's going to help you in all areas of your life, not just whatever you were having a hard time with, whatever you had to close the door on. It's going to make a positive shift. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're coming out the gates in stability. I feel like things are moving fast, but I want to say that even though things are moving fast here, I feel like the stability is exactly what you need at the beginning of the race, right? Sure footing. We do have the 7 of Swords in the reverse that just popped out. I can't even write that story, y'all. There is something that has come to the surface. It's either a realization or some information or a secret is about to come out this week, or has come out already. Take it as it resonates for you. Tell me about the next 7 days for Aries. Tell me about the World card, please. What do we close the door on here? We've got the Sun. Look, you had some sort of a realization here. It feels like it was a realization, a moment of clarity, and it's a moment of happiness. Ah, I know what I'm supposed to do now. That's what it feels like this eclipse did for you, Aries. It made you realize, have a revelation or some sort of a breakthrough about what you need to do now. Instead of waiting for what to do, you're taking charge of the whole damn thing. I really love this. For some of you, you've had a software upgrade. I'm just going to say, your body has been upgraded. Your vibration has been upgraded. Whatever all of the things that you were learning in this last cycle that were really hard have now integrated into this Emperor energy. And here you are, standing strong, tall, going to make all the decisions. I feel like you now see yourself as the Emperor. I've been telling you, you're the Emperor for a while, but I feel like for some of you, you're now just stepping into the Emperor's shoes. You're ready to be seen. You're ready to make the decisions, the easy ones, the hard ones. It feels like you're off to the races. I just want to say. We do have the Page of Wands. So I feel like it is a new, it feels like it's a new cycle of, it's almost like childlike, I want to say. It's like childlike discovery, maybe taking little leaps of faith. And I mean really small, but I feel like it's like reaching out to someone you haven't reached out to before, or it's almost like now that you're out of the gate, it's like now you're in the field and you can run as fast as you want. And I feel like what you want to do is communicate with somebody. I feel like there's some sort of a secret or something here that that somebody wants to reveal or talk about. And tell me about this. Tell me about the Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands. We've got the Six of Swords, moving forward, moving on. Look, closing this door. This eclipse for you has given you movement. For any of you who have been stuck, look at that, dashing for the Fool. So the Fool is card 0 because it is nothing, but it's the possibility of everything. And that's what this reading is about for you this week, is the possibility of anything. Yeah, there's a song that anything, as I said that, I'm hearing Headley in my head saying, I can do anything. That's Anything is the name of the song. Be a movie star, a rock the main stage, an Xbox tester, or an astronaut in space. If they tell you can't do it, you can shove it in their face. I can, so. And Aries, I feel like you can do whatever you want to do. If you are a person who has felt this shift, I feel like the Devil energy and the Fool energy together tells me that you've had sort of an obsessive thought about what comes in the future, but you couldn't get out of this place where you were stuck. And now that we have all three together, I feel like the obsessive thoughts about what I'm going to do when I finally get out the gates is becoming a reality here. Because of these obsessive thoughts. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like you're running through the field here, but I feel like you're not necessarily going to plant a seed at this point. I feel like you're sort of surveying the land. We do have the Five of Swords. It was face up here. That's why I took it out. We have the Five of Swords. I feel like it almost feels like you've had a change of mind, that you've decided you're not going to remain stuck in a place in your mind where I feel like you were fighting yourself. You were holding yourself back or fighting yourself. It was obsessive thoughts that were keeping you stuck. And I feel like you've finally shaken yourself free. Tell me what the outcome is for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's the outcome for Aries? We do have the Knight of Swords. I like it. Charging at what you want. What is this? The Five of Wands is in the reverse. No more holding back. No more indecision. I don't really care about the competition. I'm just going to run at it like Aries would. I'm just going to run at it. We've got the Knight of Swords, which is fast-moving energy. We've got cards that are face up here. Just going to take them. There was a bunch of them that I tried to flip over, but I missed these ones. So we do have the Tower. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Knight of Cups. Look, for some of you and not all of you, I feel like there was something in your past that you were trying to hold together for dear life. And understand that the Tower that you're trying to hold together, even though it's crumbling, Aries, it's because it was a comfort zone. And the reason that the Tower shows up is to get your ass out of the comfort zone. And so I feel like you are now off to the races, out of the comfort zone. And I feel like it's with a renewed energy. Like it feels like with the Five of Wands in the reverse, you're not holding back anymore. I don't care if there's competition. I'm the damn Emperor. I'll take all the risks that I need to in order to be able to move forward to whatever this beautiful stuff is here. A new beginning. So it does feel like with the Knight of Cups the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You no longer are holding yourself back from romantic connections for some of you. You're no longer holding yourself back from loving the self. I feel like that's for some of you as well. Tell me what's coming around the corner for Aries. We've got the Queen of Wands, we've got the Three of Cups, and we do have the Ten of Swords. Look, this Knight of Cups here with this Seven of Pentacles tells me that you've made a decision about reaching out to someone that I feel you've been wanting to reach out to for a really long time. When the Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse, you're like, I've done enough work here. I'm not waiting any longer. It's time for me to express my feelings. The Knight of Cups is here. The Queen of Wands tells me that you're off to the races for sure. Independently doing your own thing, but it does feel like you do want to have a reunion with somebody after having some sort of an ending, and I think that is what is coming in the next 7 days here. We do have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. It is a reconnection. You will be reconnecting with someone that you had an ending with, but I feel like the ending was necessary here because the ending was actually not a complete and total ending. It was a transformation. Things are still as they were, but they're changed for the better, and I feel like you're now more into your feelings, I want to say. With the Queen of Cups present, you're ready to feel your feelings, Aries. Right. We have Capricorn, we have Aries, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio energy. We have Gemini, we have Aries, we have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and more Scorpio. Wow. All right, if that's an indication about what all these readings are going to be about, that is a great reading, Aries. All right. Tell me about Taurus. Tell me about the Bull Gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, if you are interested in joining us over at the membership area, please look at the pinned comment down below. And all the information you need for a discount on a private read until the end of the month is there as well. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for Taurus in the next 7 days? This is your sneak peek for the week, Taurus. What's coming up for you? We do have the Hierophant. Look, when the Hierophant shows up, it's big blessings are coming to you in the next 7 days. The Hierophant is showing up in your reading, and you are the Hierophant. You are this person who is on a path, solid and sturdy. You're not letting anyone push you off the path. I feel like I'm speaking to a traditional Taurus, somebody who is a spiritual teacher. I feel like you study esoteric, spiritualism, religion, whatever it is for you. I feel like you are someone who's very learned, and I feel like you may not be someone standing at the podium or standing up front or giving a class like that, but I feel like people do come to you because of your solid, grounded nature, and that they know what to expect from you because you move slow and you're very honest and truthful, and you always do the right thing. And we do have the Six of Pentacles. Why do we have the Six of Pentacles? We have the Six of Pentacles because of the Knight of Cups. I feel, Taurus, that you are going to have some sort of reciprocal energy with someone that I feel you have some sort of feelings for. Now, I don't consider the Knight of Cups to be love. I consider it to be passive energy, but it does indicate that there could be romance in the air. And so it does feel like there is some sort of passive energy coming at you here. Six of Pentacles is here that somebody wants to give you some sort of reciprocal kind of love energy. We do have the Knight of Wands, and this person is coming in pretty quick. I also feel that they are quite attracted to you, attracted to your energy. I feel like you, to some people, do show up as the Knight of Wands, somebody who is just brave and courageous and protective. And I feel like we have two knights that are at odds here a little bit. I'm just going to say, it almost feels like a hurry up and wait situation. It's like something that you've been waiting on for a while, and finally here it comes. It's like you could feel that it was going to show up, Taurus, but it hadn't shown up yet. I feel like in the next 7 days, I feel like there's a breakthrough here with the Knight of Wands, that somebody is showing up who not only encapsulates the Knight of Cups with the soft, sort of watery kind of loving or affectionate energy, but we also have somebody who is very fiery, someone who, even if they don't have fire, they are someone who is very attracted to you, somebody who sees you as somebody who can take risks and win. like a cat that always lands on their feet. Tell me about the Hierophant, please. It almost feels like somebody here has learned a lesson from you, though. I feel like you're the teacher. Somebody has learned a lesson that you've been trying to teach them. We do have the Five of Cups. We also have the Chariot. I kind of like that. And we do have the Seven of Wands. Look, I feel like you've inspired someone. It feels like there is someone who's in your life who's in a really bad way. Like the Five of Cups is somebody who's regretful of the past, their past actions. It's very overly emotional. It's like this person only sees the negative. The party's over. What do I do now? I'm not really sure. It's sort of floating out in space. For some of you, we could be talking about a Pisces, a Scorpio. We could be talking about Cancer. Got Cancer here. We could be talking about a fire sign. I feel like that there is possibly someone who identifies as a Cancer, or maybe someone who is a Cancer in your life, Taurus, and it feels like this person is about to stand up for themselves. I feel like they've been not speaking. Maybe you guys have been in silence, and maybe you have not been speaking, but it feels like it's not for any reason other than I feel like this person had to finally get in the Chariot and go. They had to find their own traction and their own movement. And now they're standing up for themselves with the Seven of Wands, and they're about to come in and give you a whole lot of attention, passion, romantic gestures. It feels like you are going to get this reciprocal energy from someone here that you've been hoping to get it from. We do have the Moon energy, Pisces and Cancer energy. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Three of Wands. Look, I don't think that you know that it's on the way yet, or maybe you already feel it because of these crazy energies that are going on. But I feel like there's someone that you turned your back on that wants to have a reunion with you. I feel what you don't see is that they're already on the way. That this Knight of Wands here, I feel, is the Moon energy is hiding the Knight of Wands. Things aren't as they seem. Now, the Knight of Wands doesn't usually give a whole lot of balance, or they don't usually want to settle down. And you're a person who's really solid and sturdy, and you're ready to settle down. But I feel like with this Knight of Cups here, it balances out the energy of this Knight of Wands, because water and fire are temperance. So I feel like somebody has found their balance. That's what it feels like here. Somebody is finding their courage, or has found their courage after going through a period of holding back, turning their back on the things that maybe they felt that they couldn't take care of at this time, but now they have the courage to take care of those things. And I feel like there's going to be some type of reunion. This could be a friendship. This could be a member of the family. It also could be romantic connection. Take it as it resonates for you, Taurus. Tell me what is coming up. What is the outcome here for Taurus and this person here? We do have the Six of Cups, and we have the Seven of Swords. Look, this person knew all along that you were the person, that you were the soulmate, that you're the one they keep coming back to, they keep being drawn back to. And the Seven of Swords is they were lying to themselves. I feel like you two have a connection that you've had for a long while. I also feel like time has passed and you haven't spoken with this person, but I feel like they are now coming in, and I feel like they've decided they've got to stop lying to themselves about you. Yeah, you're the one that makes them happy. You're the one that gives them the feeling of the Ten of Cups, the ultimate apex of happiness. If you are like a person who people cannot be unhappy around, Taurus, and I feel like this person has figured that out. And so in the outcome, I feel like we have two people who are going to have a reunion and realize that the Ten of Cups is what it really is about. I feel like somebody's been hiding these feelings of soulmate energy with you. And I feel like this week, the next 7 days, I feel like you're going to hear from somebody who's going to finally admit what's going on. Tell me what is around the corner, what's next for Taurus. We've got the Nine of Wands. Somebody's coming out from behind their fear wall. So somebody possibly that's been hiding from you. We've got the Page of Cups. But listen, I feel like even though you know this person, I feel like the connection feels brand new, because somebody's had a realization that they turned their back on their courage, and now they're bringing forward their courage, and you don't see it, and it's coming out as the two knights here. I feel like there is some sort of a new beginning coming here for somebody. For those of you, this could be someone that you don't know or don't have a dating history with. The Page of Cups does indicate that there is good news that is about to arrive and that it could be a brand new connection. We do have the Five of Swords. Why is that? It almost feels like this person has been fighting themselves. It feels like they've been fighting themselves within here, and now they're finally listening to their intuition. Finally, the person who I feel has been in silence with you has been fighting themselves about some sort of new beginning and coming out from behind this fear wall here. I feel like this person is the person that we're talking about over here. It could be that this person is ready now to go to the next level, and maybe they weren't before. I feel like it's been really weighing heavy on them, that it's time for them to heal with you and to get some stability to start with, right? Stability with you. That's what it feels like here, Taurus. Let's look at some sign information here. We've got Pisces, we got Leo, we've got Cancer and Pisces. We have more Pisces. Look, there's a lot of intuitive energy here, a lot of intuitive energy and things that are breaking the silence, going from silence to speaking to each other. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, and Cancer. Right, all right. Let's get to Gemini. Tell me about Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini for the next 7 days. Gemini, if you're looking for a tarot read discount, there's a sale on right now. Please look below this video in the pinned comment. There's also a pinned comment there for the membership area that's open if you'd like to join us. We just did a full moon release, a little bit of a ceremony last night. Released some things under the full moon. Tell me about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week for Gemini, the next 7 days? Sneak peek for the week. We've got the moon energy, something that you might feel is weird. Like I just said as I came here at the beginning of the video, if you skipped over it, what the heck was that? I feel, Gemini, that you felt a shift, that there is something here that you know is in the air, but you can't see it, but you can feel it, and they feel like things aren't really as they seem. Tell me about Gemini, about the next 7 days. We've got the Temperance card. It's like it shifted into some sort of balance or healing, or I feel like you right now, Gemini, are in the moment of alchemy. I feel like something's going down this week that has been approaching you for a while, and it does feel like Temperance is here to say it's almost go time. Tell me more about Gemini. We've got the King of Swords. Yep, you're finally being honest with yourself. I feel like you're being honest with yourself. You've gone over some sort of details. It's time to say what you've got to say. So you're going to be honest with somebody here. We've got the Hanged Man energy. And I feel like the Hanged Man energy is telling me that the King of Swords energy is in a different perspective. You now see things differently and you feel it differently as well. So look at all these major arcana, right? We got 3 out of 4 are major arcana, and they're all hanging on the King of Swords. The King of Swords, I feel like it's almost like I just heard Rihanna shine bright like a diamond. That's what she said. But I want to say that the pressure that's been on you lately, Gemini, is really just turning you into a diamond. And I feel like the moon is going to reveal that to you. It does feel like you now have a different perspective. But you've been in this place where you didn't want to change your mind. My way or the highway. This is the way I think. I'm not going to talk to that person. I'm not going to do that thing. I feel like this perspective here is giving you a change of mind. And so it does feel like with the Temperance card that now is the only time that could have happened. It's a moment of alchemy here. Tell me what's hiding in the moon energy. Because the moon energy is, you know, things that are not as they seem. And Charlie, when I put down this card, Charlie always shows me a person who I can see like the mirror on the side of a car, and it says things are closer as they seem, closer than they seem. So I feel like something is closer than it seems to you, but you've got a different perspective right in the nick of time here, because I think you're going to need a really sharp mind with a different perspective in order to understand what's about to unfold here. Something is unfolding. The 8 of Wands brings in energy of moving quick. Something's coming at you, Gemini, and I feel like you're going to have to handle it like a ninja. Let's find out what else is going on here. We do have the High Priestess energy. And the High Priestess energy is you knew it. It's like, I knew it. I knew that something was lurking out there. What is it? We do have the Empress. So I feel, Gemini, here, that for some of you, I feel like you've had a software upgrade over this eclipse full moon energy here. It feels like somebody here has moved into the Empress energy. And I feel like it's because of the King of Swords. Look, for me as a reader, it always seems to come up time after time that the King or the Queen of Swords is usually the last lesson to learn before we can step into the Emperor energy or step into the Empress energy. And I feel somebody here has had some sort of a vibrational upgrade. I feel like you've done some sort of an ascension over the last 3 or 4 days here. And it does feel like the Empress energy for some of you is you stepping into who you always were. For others of you, it could be that finally, I feel like somebody's going to break silence with the Empress. So take it as it resonates for you. There's a couple of different scenarios there, but it does feel like there is some incoming communication that you're getting intuitively, that it's time finally to open up and speak to the Empress here. Tell me more, please. Tell me about Gemini. What's coming up in the future for Gemini? We've got the 3 of Swords. We've got the 9 of Cups. And we have the 6 of Swords. So I feel like you are leaving... there is some sort of resolve in your heart, I want to say. So whatever you've been feeling has broken your heart, disappointed you. I feel like you're leaving that all behind. I feel like you're leaving it in the moon energy and you're moving forward in a very happy way. It's a decision that you've made. It feels like it's a decision to be happy. We've got a decision, as I said, the 2 of Pentacles shows up, right? The 2 of Pentacles, it's a real-time, real-life decision that you've made in the 3D here. That it's time for you to move on. No more time to be spent wallowing in this broken heart energy. I feel like it's the moment of alchemy, and that's why you're able to move forward here. Tell me what the outcome is here for Gemini. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Definitely. I feel like if you did feel the shift, let me know in the comments if you did feel this big shift of energy, and it might feel like going to sleep 2 or 3 nights ago with a lot on your mind, not being able to make a decision, like maybe restless sleep, to all of a sudden we're here this week, in the middle of the week here, and all of a sudden things seem clear to you, very clear. And that is what the Wheel of Fortune brings in. So there has been a change of mind through a perspective of maybe I'm not as heartbroken as I thought I was, right? Maybe it's the healing that has finally arrived, but it is a decision to move forward in happiness here. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. This is also single and happy, the 9 of Cups. So somebody's moving forward, being single and happy. We've got the 7 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like whatever you've been nurturing is about to bloom. Like I feel like we're now in the harvest. It feels like whatever you've been planting and nurturing is about to bloom. Tell me about this for Gemini. We've got the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Look, it feels like somebody's on their way back. And it doesn't have to mean that you're on your way back like to someone in a romantic sense. I feel like you're on your way back to you, Gemini. You're starting to feel like you again. You're starting to feel like you're chittery, chattery, funny, sort of combative way that you are. And I feel like you're on your way back to feeling you again. We have the Chariot energy. Yeah, we have the 4 of Swords, and we do have the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like now it's time to reconnect to friends, to community, to people who really support you here. I feel like you've had a rush of some sort of healing here. Victory in healing. Tell me what's coming up. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, now it's time to get out there and back into some sort of collaborative energy with the people that you love the most. I feel that you're feeling super confident. 6 of Pentacles and 3 is 9. I feel like you're feeling super confident here, and you're ready to make a decision to stand up for yourself against anybody who would tell you that you're not going the right way, not doing the right thing. I feel like you're leaving that all behind. I think that was part of the disappointment that you had been experiencing. You really took what they said to heart. So I feel like these 3 cards are telling me here, 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself, and time to now get out there again, be more social, a little bit more reciprocity with the friends, and it's because you've removed a block. I love it. We've got the Page of Cups. It's only good news from here, my friends. And we do have the 10 of Cups in the reverse, but we have the 9 of Pentacles in the upright. I feel like what you want to do is turn the 10 of Cups in the upright, and you needed the confidence to do that, and I feel like dropping these burdens over these last few days, that your new door that is opened here, I feel is bringing only good news. I feel that you will have this 10 of Cups again at some point if you want it. All right. Wow, these are, I feel super emotional, like really charged doing these readings here. So tell me what the signs are, and they are Sagittarius. We do have Libra and Taurus. We have Pisces. We have lots of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. We have Pisces and Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarius. Lots of highly charged energies here today for you. All right, Cancer, here we are. Let's find out what's going on for you, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please don't forget the membership area is open if you want to join us. It's all in the pinned comment. The link is below. And if you're looking at a private reading discount, it's also below. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer this week. The next 7 days. Sneak peek for this week. The next 7 days for Cancer, please. It's about to show up for Cancer. We do have the Ace of Swords. Cancer, I feel like what this energy of the eclipse brought you was clarity. I feel like you're ready to talk to somebody, open up conversation, and it feels like it feels like quite a triumphant moment that you are now stepping forward to open conversation with somebody here. Tell me more about Cancer. We've got the Three of Cups, opening up to a friend, possibly someone that you know is on your side, who has your back, somebody who you've collaborated or cooperated with before. This person you see as a friend or part of your community. Tell me more. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like it could be a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn that possibly you have opened up to, or you're ready to open up to in the next 7 days. And we do have the Seven of Swords. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who really was, I wouldn't say really ignoring you, but I feel like this person was minding their business. So I feel like that they didn't communicate with you because this person went inward. They went inward toward themselves when you guys stopped speaking, because I think you did, because the fact that there's a new conversation opening up tells me that there was silence previously with this friend. But it feels like the Queen of Pentacles being in the reverse tells me this person had their back to the situation, they're minding their business, they were sort of taking stock of themselves and thinking, is there something that I could have done better to help Cancer, have more effective communication or speak with me better? I feel like there is something that is under the surface here. Tell me what the Seven of Swords is here. It feels like there is a secret here that somebody wants to talk about, something that is secretive or a secret. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. We do have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want to wait anymore to reveal something here. Ooh, reveal their feelings. I feel like you are about to reveal your feelings to someone here. We do have the Two of Swords. So I feel like what you're doing is you're opening up with the Ace of Swords. You're removing some sort of block in your heart chakra or your emotional energy, or it's time now for me to feel things again. I'm ready to feel things. It feels like with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse that you've put a whole lot of work into something and it's accumulated to this. It's time to remove the block and feel my feelings. We do have the Devil on the bottom of the deck with the Five of Pentacles. You were in this sort of an obsessive cycle before the eclipse came. You were in an obsessive cycle of only looking at what you've lost, feeling negative, feeling in regret, feeling sad. And I feel like it's time for that to end. You're getting clarity on something here after opening conversation with, I feel, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Or if it's not any of those signs, look, it's just somebody who's really solid and grounded and might give good advice. And this is someone that you can always count on, who's dependable, right? Tell me about the Ace of Swords. We've got the Four of Swords, we've got the Justice card, and we've got the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it makes sense to me. It does feel like, I feel like you were fighting yourself about coming forward or speaking to this person or opening some conversation because they weren't communicating with you. They were kind of minding their business and checking in with themselves to make sure that they didn't say anything that was like terrible to you to make you not speak with them. I feel like that this Justice card is telling me that either you've already spoken to this person or you will be in the next 7 days, because you know you need to make things right. You need to make things right on an emotional level, and it feels like you're feeling very emotionally overwhelmed. And I really feel like this person, the Queen of Pentacles, is somebody who you rely on to kind of ground you in a time where you're feeling really emotionally overwhelmed. So I feel like the Justice card tells me the conversation is what you need to make right. You need to reconnect with this person after a period of healing or intermittent communication. Maybe you weren't really very communicative with them. Tell me what else is coming up for Cancer. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the World card. And we have the Star. Look, I feel like the communication is going to heal a lot of things. It feels like it's going to balance things out, make things even. It's going to balance your stability with your emotional. And the stability is right here, and this is very emotional. So I feel like making contact with this person, that they are someone who either inspires you or grounds you or helps you make some sort of decision. We do have the World card and the Four of Pentacles. It's the end to you being shut off, shut down, not being vulnerable with somebody. I feel like you were sort of in the sense of being very practical with your time, and I need to spend time by myself. But I feel like with the World card, that chapter's come to an end. I feel like this new chapter on the other side of this eclipse here is healing. It's hopeful. It feels like this person helps you feel hopeful or is going to help heal you. They might be a healer. Tell me what the outcome is for Cancer, please. We do have the Two of Pentacles. You're making some sort of decision here. We've got the Hanged Man. I think that the reason that you reached out to this person is because of a change of perspective. You made a decision based on some sort of perspective you got while you were in the Hanged Man energy, while you were by yourself trying to figure things out. It feels like now it's time to move forward. Yeah, move forward in an independent and fiery way. It's time for you to go out and get what you want. So I feel like all of this healing was necessary, but I also feel like closing the door on being shut off and shut down and miserly with your time and your energy was really necessary in order to engage with the Star energy. Tell me what is coming up next for Cancer, please. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. Look, I feel like you've successfully healed a broken heart, or maybe you're reaching out to this person who grounds you to kind of make sense of whatever happened back there. We do have the Nine of Wands. And we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So I really do feel that you're really working very hard on healing your heart. I feel like it's time for you to stop feeling like you need to hide from people whenever you have an emotionally overwhelming moment. I feel like you do have people who have your back. The Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, you do have people who have your back, who will help you in your grounding, who will give great advice, sound, solid advice, will show you how to move slowly toward a goal. I feel like you're really willing to work on this energy of the Wounded Warrior, because it does feel like somebody here who's been hurt over and over and over again. And I feel like you're learning each time. Each time you get hurt, you're learning how to heal the self by closing the door. I think that's the part that this person who is the Queen of Pentacles is this person who's helping you here. I feel like you knew that you could go to this person because they are somebody who is willing to help all of the time. We do have the Judgment card and the Tower. It's a realization that we need to try this again. I need to try this friendship again. I really like this person. I want to give it another shot. There you are, Cancer. Now you're finally you're finally in it. You're finally in the race, I want to say. That you finally balance these energies, the light and the dark within you, that you finally balance these energies, and it's time to resurrect something. It's a realization that you had, and it tells me here that you will be reaching out to someone, or maybe you already have, in order to heal something here with them. Because I feel like this person is somebody who's always had your back. That's what it feels like here. All right, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Aquarius, we have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. We have Scorpio, we have Virgo and Pisces, Cancer, Libra energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And yeah, we've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. All right. Let's look at you, Leo. It's coming up for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, the next 7 days, sneak peek for this week. Leo, if you're interested in joining us in the membership area, please look at the pinned comment below this video. There is a link there, and I also do have a sale on, up to $20 off for private reads if you're interested. Tell me about Leo. What's coming up for Leo in the next 7 days? A sneak peek for the week for the next 7 days, Leo. Tell me about Leo. We've got the 8 of Swords. Tell me why Leo's in the 8 of Swords this week. For the next 7 days. I feel like you feel your hands are tied in a situation. I don't think that you really want to see that you're stuck. I feel it's almost become a comfort zone. This is like the only place where you can be emotional, and it feels like it's alone, I want to say. We do have the 3 of Wands. I feel like you do want to move. Like, I feel like you want to get out there, you want to move, you want to change something, but you're feeling kind of stuck in this energy. Tell me about the 3 of Wands. We do have the Queen of Pentacles energy. I think where you want to go is a place of stability. I feel like somebody here wants to get stability in their 3D world, and you're kind of looking out there with the 3 of Wands saying, which way do I go? Show me the way to the stable sort of energy. I feel like what you're turning your back on is the 8 of Swords. I feel like you're about to come out of this place where you've been stuck in the mind here, Leo. We do have the High Priestess. It does feel like you've been quiet with just about everyone around you, but I want to say it's because you're getting in tune with your intuition. I feel like you've been through something here, and it's put you in the 8 of Swords. It feels like you have been feeling stuck, but I feel like it's your intuition that's going to bring you out of this place of feeling like you can't move, that you're immovable here. The 3 of Wands tells me that you're turning your back on anything that doesn't serve you, and that it's time for you to grow, that you've made the decision already that I need to do something different than I always did because it's time to grow. Tell me about the 8 of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. There you go, liberating yourself and making decisions here, my friend, because I feel like you were in a place where you were fighting with yourself, or maybe even with people around you. Look, when we're in a place where we're immovable in our mind, and the 8 of Swords can be that, a place where we choose not to listen to anyone else around us, even though we feel stuck and they're trying to give us advice about how to get unstuck. I feel like you were fighting with these people, like in conflict and disagreement. You're like, get out of here. I don't need your advice. I'm making my own decisions. We've got 2 swords over the shoulder, and 2 swords that are up tells me that you're a little bit blocked, and these people came to help you, but I feel like you chased them away. Anybody who comes to show you kindness, I feel like when they come to try and get you out of this energy of the 8 of Swords, that you chase them away. By saying, look, you don't know what you're talking about. We don't have the same views. We don't think the same way. What do you even... It feels like here that you're finally releasing yourself from that energy. It's a hard place to be. Like, the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Swords is a really hard place to be mentally, right? And I feel like with the Queen of Swords that you're finally liberating yourself. It's a realization of sorts that you've got to make a decision to get out of the Swords energy, to get out of this place where you've been stuck in your head. So I think you need to get out of your head and into your heart, or your energy, or your intuitive energy here, because I feel like there is somebody here that you've been super silent with. They could be the Queen of Pentacles. It does feel like that you've been quiet with this person. This person, maybe you feel like they've turned their back on you, possibly. But this person, I feel, is minding their business. This person is looking straight at their pentacle. They don't have their eyes anywhere else. They've got their eyes on their own 3D world. And I think that you took their silence, possibly, as some sort of... you took their silence as they were ignoring you or didn't want to have anything to do with you. And I think you got caught up in your head with the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords here. We do have the 2 of Cups. I really think that this person has a lot of feelings for you. And I feel like you know it. I feel like your intuition is telling you that somebody here does have a lot of feelings for you. Now, I feel like you're very different from this person. We got someone standing on the land, someone who's choosing to stand in their feelings. There are 2 people here who have come face to face with each other before, and I feel like we do have feelings, but that we haven't yet offered our cups to each other. We have the King of Pentacles, so this person is somebody who who is someone who mirrors you. So I want to say that if you are the King of Pentacles, the masculine leaning energy, that the Queen of Pentacles, I feel, is your mirror. I feel like this person who's been silent with you, who you think has turned their back on you, this person is waiting for you to realize that they love, that for you to realize that they are in love with you, or that they really do have a lot of feelings for you. We do have the Queen of Cups. I feel like, you know, I feel like this person is somebody who is stable and grounded, but they're compassionate and loving and kind. And I want to say that there is a lot of energy around you of somebody who really cares for you and loves you. But I feel almost like you've been kind of stubborn with your energy, that you're not moving forward because you feel like this person has turned their back on you. We've got the Hermit energy. The truth is this: they haven't turned their back on you. They're just minding their business. And that's really what the Hermit is doing. Like, we all go into this Hermit energy for self-care, right? It's for self-care purposes. And I feel like this person is focusing on them, focusing on their pentacle world, and waiting for you to come to your damn senses, for you to realize that you are their king. That's what it feels like. And this person's not going to push you. They're not going to make you do it, but they're just going to stand by with the cups. They're hoping for a reunion, because we do have 3 cups, but they're just going to stand by with the cups. They're going to mind their business and stay silent and wait for you to come to your senses and realize that you are their king. So we do have Hermit energy. Somebody's going over the details. I feel like we stopped texting each other, that maybe we haven't spoken to each other in a while. The Hermit here is closing the lid on the laptop. Tell me what the outcome here is for Leo. We do have the Moon energy. We have the Emperor. And we have the Page of Wands. I think there's something that you haven't realized yet, is that you're in charge, Leo. You're the one that's in charge. The Emperor is here, right? That's all of the King's energy, including the King of Wands, who is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. I feel like what you don't yet see is that you are the Emperor. You are the one that people actually admire from a distance. The one who has all the power, who's in charge of their life, the one who's making all the decisions. The Page of Wands is in the reverse. It tells me that you have not yet become aware that there is a new path here, and the new path is one of the Emperor. I want to say that the Moon energy is telling me that things are not as they seem, that you are far more in charge of this situation than you thought that you were. I feel like you thought that the Queen was in charge, but the Queen is not. The King is in charge. And I feel like this King is part of the Emperor energy. I feel like you're the one that needs to take charge, realize your power as the Emperor, someone who is the ruler, who makes all the decisions, who's very much in their masculine energy. Tell me what comes up next. We've got the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? We've got the Sun. Something's coming to light. So there is some sort of a secret that is about to come to light here. And I feel like you've been holding it down. It feels like you've been holding back, holding it down, indecision. There's something I need to reveal to this person, but I don't know if I can do it. What if there's competition? What if there is competition for the Queen, right? And so I feel like the Sun is telling me that you're having some sort of a breakthrough, that you really need to be honest with the Queen about whatever it is here that you're trying to hold down or keep out of view. Tell me, what is the secret, please? The secret is that you want a new beginning, that you do see the value in the Queen of Pentacles, and that you do want to begin something brand new. Are you going to do it? I don't feel like you're going to do it this week. I feel like you're thinking about it. It's a realization that's coming to you, or a breakthrough. I feel like that's what this eclipse has brought to you, clarity of mind. And I feel like right now you're still feeling a little bit defensive, but I feel like you've now decided what it is that you want. You just now need to see that you're in charge of the Ace of Pentacles, and things will move from there. We do have the Eight of Wands. Things are going to start to pick up and move quicker. And I feel like it's when you have this realization that you are the Emperor. You are the one that people want to follow, want to listen. They want to listen to you because you have the good advice, but you're going to have to step out into the spotlight and take up that spotlight with the Sun energy and the Emperor, in order for people to all see you as you. I feel like you need to first feel like the Emperor to step into that light, but I feel like everyone else is going to see you in that light as well. So we do have Virgo energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, more Pisces, Leo. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Aries. We have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. All right, all right. Tell me about Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. Hope you're well. Tell me about your experience through this eclipse energy here. Tell me about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, the next 7 days. It is a sneak peek for this week. If you are interested in joining us over at the membership area, please look below this video for the link. It's in the comments. Also, the information for the private read sale is there. Tell me about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So we start out this week of you being in a place where you've put yourself. I feel like you are thinking about something, maybe possibly overthinking it, but when you stay here too long, you can kind of get stuck in those thoughts. So it feels like here your hands are tied. You feel like there is something that I feel like you're trying to heal some sort of a broken heart. I feel like you're stuck there. We have the Four of Pentacles. It does really feel like you're not vulnerable, that you're sort of shut off, shut down, non-compliant. I want to say that you're somebody who is who's keeping it all to yourself here, and I feel like that's why you're stuck, because you refuse to reach out to somebody and speak about how you're trying to heal something that you can't let go of. We do have the 10 of Pentacles. It might be a long-term relationship. We do have the Lovers here. I feel like you have a really hard time being vulnerable, making the first move, going to someone and telling them how you feel. It's almost like you're in this energy of you want to let it flow as it will flow. You don't want to have to stand up and say, look, I have feelings for you. Can we just get this done? And I feel like it's because you don't really want to commit to anything that you're not sure about, because you are Virgo, going over details, figuring out what it's about. I need more facts. I need to work on myself. Like, it feels like that the Lovers is standing here, but I feel like you have a hard time being really vulnerable with someone. We have someone here who is, someone is clothed and the other one is naked. And so it feels like there are two people here, one who's being really vulnerable about their feelings and how they feel, and the other person who is like, you know, this, I can't even see this other person's feet. Oh, I guess I can. They've got shoes on. But this one is you know, clothed from head to toe, and I feel like you're that one. I feel like you're the person who's having a hard time being vulnerable with someone here. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords, please. What can we do about the Eight of Swords? How can Virgo get out of the Eight of Swords, please? We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Eight of Wands. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. Look, if you want to get out of this negative energy that you're in here, you just have to do it. You know, I used to be a smoker, and I quit smoking back in '97, I think it was. But I kept looking for the easy fix, looking for the quick fix. Like, how do I stop? How do I do it? There has to be a secret. And the truth is, there is not a secret. The secret is just do it. Just do it. Just put down the cigarettes. Just put down the Eight of Swords, and it's time to just move forward. And so when I figured that out, then it was when I made that commitment to myself to get out of this negative energy and stop making excuses as to why I couldn't get out of the place I had stuck myself. For me, it was addiction. Maybe for you, it's not, but maybe it's a place in your mind where you're stuck and you feel like you're stuck in your life or can't move forward, or things have moved really slowly. And it's because I feel that you have this problem with not being able to be vulnerable here. So with two fives, when they show up in a reading for me, this means quick change. And so that's what we had yesterday. Boom, quick change. The way you felt yesterday is not the way you feel today. And I feel like the Eight of Wands is responsible for that. It's time to move forward now. It's time to move forward quickly here. Tell me more about Virgo. We've got the Three of Swords. So I thought that's what I kept saying, that you were stuck in heartbreak, stuck in disappointment, right? And there it is. The Three of Swords comes to the surface here. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. And we do have the Emperor. So it does feel like you are taking charge of this broken heart energy. It's time for you to get out of the Eight of Swords here. The only way that you can do it is by standing up and just doing it. I'm just going to say there's no magic formula. It's not before or after this, or maybe when I do that thing, or maybe it's a week from now or a year from now, or maybe it's the vibrational difference, or all of the excuses that you come up with. I don't think it's any of them. I think it's just that you need to stand up and be counted as the Emperor, get your confidence back, and realize that heartbreak is heartbreak. It's going to happen, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay stuck there. right? I don't think that you will, because the Knight of Wands is here. I feel like you're ready to get back into the swing of life. I want to say, not just dating, but the swing of life. I feel like that you've picked yourself up, dust yourself off. The Nine of Pentacles is that. It's building yourself from nothing. I feel like you're about to dust yourself off and jump into the Emperor's boots here. We do have, oh, look at that. The Knight of Wands came back. It was on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like, yeah, you're on your way. It feels like you've made a decision a very confident decision to move forward and take charge. And I feel like there's really nothing that you can do about the stuff in the past, right? The Emperor is looking in the past, but it almost feels like the Emperor is surveying the carnage. That's what it looks like. It's like the Emperor is looking at the carnage and saying, you know what, I didn't have to be stuck there for that long. But until we realize we're stuck, it's the only way that we can move forward is by the radical acceptance of the present moment. And I think that's what you did, Virgo. Tell me what the outcome is for Virgo, please. We've got the Magician. We've got the Two of Swords. So you, by magic, just like that, you got yourself unblocked here. And then we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. It's time. No more waiting on the banks, waiting for things to arrive, waiting. There's no more waiting. I feel like it's time for you to just step forward. I feel like you realize that you have all the tools, right? You're the person who has all of the tools. And I feel like you used your magic or all of the tools in your toolbox here to get through the Two of Swords. I feel like you were experiencing a block, but I do feel like the Three of Wands is telling me that you're no longer blocked. Tell me what's coming up next for Virgo, please. We have the Empress, we have the Devil, and we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like there is somebody here who is on your vibrational level. I feel like you've leveled up. I want to say vibrationally, realizations that you're having. You finally got yourself out of the Eight of Swords, and now you're moving forward. No more lack, I feel. I feel like, you know, the fives here tell me that things have changed pretty quickly, as if overnight. And I want to say that it's almost like you realize that you are the magician, the one that has all of the tools, the one who can hit the ground running. I feel like you busted through some sort of illusion that you were stuck. And the only way you could do that was by picking up the tools of the magician here. So we have the Empress. We do have the Devil. I feel like you have some sort of a connection or an attachment to the Empress, one that you can't let go of. So I feel like you want to move forward and give some sort of reciprocity to this person. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is here. This person that you were unable to be vulnerable with at the beginning, I feel like you're going to be vulnerable with this person and let them know that you do have an Ace of Pentacles that you wish to plant. The 6 and the Ace of Pentacles is 7. So I feel like you are willing to nurture something, move slow, wait on it. Like it feels like you're not going to be charging at it, but I feel like you now are realizing that you do want some sort of commitment or investment from somebody or to give it to somebody. And I think we're talking about the Empress. We do have the Hanged Man energy. We have the Star. And we have the the Princess, who is the Page, in the reverse. So I feel like, again, there's a lot of vulnerability. We have a lot of naked people here. There's a lot of vulnerability, I think, that is now coming to the surface. And the Hanged Man is because now you have a different perspective. You now realize that you are abundant, dependable. You are the King of Pentacles, right? Abundant, dependable. I've got everything that I need. I've got all the details covered, and it is time to move forward with the Ace of Swords and have communication, I think, with this Empress. All right. Got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. We've got Aries. Got Gemini energy, Libra and Taurus energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, Aries and Gemini, Pisces energy as well. All right, Libra. Wow, Libra. Look, y'all have just eaten up that last reading. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate you. Libra, this is your reading for the next 7 days. And, okay, we'll just leave that one there. The next 7 days, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Look, if you're interested in being in the membership, please look for the link below this video in the comment section. Also, there's a tarot sale on if you're interested in that. We do have the Knight of Wands. Something is about to pick up speed. Move fast. It feels like you've gotten, all of a sudden, you feel brave. Brave to do something here. Tell me what this is. The Knight of Wands. We've got the Lovers. I feel like you are I feel like there's somebody here that you have already come face to face with. This person is somebody that I feel that you have a lot of attraction toward. I feel like there's attraction between you, and there's a lot of abundance between you as well. I feel that you two feel very deeply connected to each other, and I feel like you're putting on your brave hat, putting on your armor, and I think you're charging towards this connection here. Tell me more about Libra. We've got Justice. There you are. Yep, it is definitely you that's on the horse. I'm just going to say we can't really see who's in there because of the armor that they have on, but I'm pretty sure it's you. I feel like you're taking some sort of a risk or a leap of faith because Justice has their eyes covered, and it's like, I'm just going to feel out the balance. I'm not going to believe what I see. I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to do it quickly. I feel like your passion is... You're running away with your passions here. The Eight of Swords is here. So I feel like there is a little bit of worry, but you need to make something right with somebody. That's what it feels like. The Lovers is, of course, Gemini energy. But we do have this Lovers energy, which makes me feel like you feel so much more in balance when you're with this person. We do have the Eight of Swords. It's like, I feel like you've been stuck here in the Eight of Swords for a bit, worrying about how to make things right between you and this person. And when I say how to make things right, I feel like the truth is about to come out about how passionate you are about them or about how connected you feel to them. It does feel like you're about to be really honest with somebody here. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So look, it could go either way according to you. I feel like you are getting on the horse, Knight of Wands. You're bravely getting on the horse, and you are heading toward this person in this love connection here. They could be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. They could be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, possibly. I feel like with the Queen of Swords here that you're about to stand up and be counted here. It feels like you're about to liberate yourself. And I feel like you are pretty confident with the liberation process. It feels like, because the Queen, of course, is also Libra. We have lots of your energy here. I feel like you're about to be honest and truthful with someone. It feels like you are in this confident energy of, look, I'm going to stand up. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. But this person has me on the outside looking in, and I'm not comfortable there. So it feels like instead of begging this person, you're going in with confidence and you're liberating yourself, getting up on the horse and saying, look, I'm here. I'm your knight in shining armor. If you want me, then take me. And if you don't, that's fine. I feel like you're busting out of this Eight of Swords with the Justice card. And I feel like you are getting atop this horse here, being very confident and heading towards this connection. Tell me about Libra. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Three of Cups. And we've got the Three of Swords. Look at all those threes. Wow. Yeah, it's explaining your growth, right? It's explaining that, like, you might be seeing threes. We got 3, 3, 3, right? And if you are seeing threes, it's all about your growth. Oh, past, present, future, too. Yes. Yeah. I feel it's time for you to get out of this Three of Swords energy, and the only way that's going to bring you out of the Three of Swords energy is by having the reunion. I think that's why you're on the horse. That you've decided that you're going to bust out of this Eight of Swords with the Three of Wands, and you know that there's all sorts of things out there for you, and you're going for it. It feels like in the next 7 days you're going for it. Tell me what the outcome is here. It's going to work out. Look, we got these identical pictures, right? I feel like that this is going to work out, that this is probably a twin, I'm going to say. It does feel like twinned energy here. It's like somebody that you are heading toward here. It does feel like we do have twinned energy here. We have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Fool. We start out in friendship. So I feel like you have a lot of passion. I feel like you're about to make things right, tell the truth about your feelings, and I feel like we're going to start slow. We're going to start in a community. We're going to start by having each other's backs, and I feel like this chance that you're taking, this leap of faith, is going to turn into love if that's what you want. Tell me what's around the corner here. What's next? What you don't know, right? It's like we're not really sure where this is going to go, but what I'm going to do is take these 3 steps. I'm going to tell this person how I feel about them, tell them that I'd like to move at it slowly, invite them into my community, tell them that I have their back, and then take the leap of faith. And whatever happens from there, happens. I think you're going with the flow, letting the universe figure it out for you. I feel like the first thing on the agenda right now is to get face-to-face with this person, and I think that you will, because I do see it happening here with 2 people that are face-to-face, and then we have the Ace of Swords. There's the conversation. So I feel like we have 8, 9, 10, right? We're putting down all the burdens that we had from the last cycle we were in. I feel like you're going to talk to this person that you're very, very deeply connected to, and I feel like if you take it slow, we start out as friends, we start out as moving really slow and building trust, right? It's building something from the ground, which is trust, and being dependable with each other and having each other's backs. So it does feel like the Wheel of Fortune is here for you too. You must have felt this shift of energy, Libra. I feel like you like went to bed 3 days ago feeling like, I don't know what I can do about this. I feel like I can't move forward. I can't go get this person. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, is here over the last couple of days here. And now I feel like this is movement, and things are changing. I feel it's a change of the cycle of your life here, and it's time for you to nurture that, changing the cycle of your life. For some of you, this could be someone that you're going back to get with the Judgment card here, but for others of you, it's just a decision that you're making to bring stability, happiness, and celebration to your life. All right. We do have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. We have Cancer and Pisces, Aries, more Gemini. We have, again, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We have some Cancer energy here as well. All right. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, if you're interested in joining us over in the membership area, please look below this video in the comments for the link for that. Also, there's still a sale on for private readings until the end of the month if you're interested. It's also down there. Tell me about Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. What's coming up in the sneak peek for this week, the next 7 days for Scorpio, please? We do have the King of Cups, Scorpio. There you are. We ask for you, and there you are. The King of Cups is here. I feel like you are, it feels like you're deep in thought about something here. Yeah, and it does feel like you're thinking about something here, Scorpio, which involves kind of a door that is still open, that you haven't yet closed. It does feel like unfinished business. It feels like, I feel like it's an emotional door that you haven't closed yet. And I feel like the reason you haven't closed it is because you are the King of Cups. Because you know how to keep it all in check, not show anybody on the surface, and you don't have to close any doors. I want to say that you're leaving this door open for a reason. Tell me why. We do have the 5 of Pentacles. So there is somebody here that I feel like you're disconnected from, or you haven't spoken with. For others of you, you might be feeling like you need to leave a job, and you haven't done that yet. You haven't made the decision to close the door on the old thing yet. I feel like you're in contemplation. Like this energy, the King of Cups, is telling me that you're in contemplation about something, because the King has their eyes closed, and I feel like somebody is listening to their intuition, and it does feel like there is something that you're contemplating here. So for some of you with the 5 of Pentacles, it could feel like maybe you need a new way to make money. Or maybe you're thinking about leaving that job because you don't like it there. You feel disconnected. But I think for some of you, it's also this contemplation of, I'm disconnected from someone and I haven't yet closed the door. Why? We have the King of Wands. Maybe you're leaving that door open because you intend on taking action or stepping forward here. You intend on pursuing something that is still back there. And I feel like although you know that you can't change the past, I feel like that there is someone, something, or a job, something that for a reason you're contemplating before you close the door. Tell me about the King of Cups, please. What do I need to know about the King of Cups? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the King of Cups. We do have the 10 of Wands. We do have the Justice card. Yeah, you're thinking really hard about when should I close this door? When is it appropriate to just say, I'm done with it? Because the Ten of Wands tells me that you're heavily burdened by the situation and keeping the door open, and that you do require some justice. So your justice would be in dropping the burdens, but I feel like the reason that you're not closing the door is because I feel like there might be somebody back there that you still have interest in, or that you're really passionate about. Could be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo, maybe a Libra. Tell me about justice. We have the Seven of Cups. It's confusing, and that's why the door is still open. You're overwhelmed. You're not sure. You're trying to pick the time and the place, the right time to do it, but your emotions, I feel, aren't allowing you to do it right now. Tell me what's coming up in the future, please, for Scorpio. We do have the Two of Swords. You're blocked. It's like you're not sure what to do. You don't see the situation for what it is, or there's something that you're missing, or maybe you're trying to feel it out because you are water, right? Whether it comes up in your sun, moon, or rising, you are water, and I feel like it's a contemplation, listening to the intuitive energy. Maybe if I cover my eyes, I'll be able to feel it out. Tell me about the Two of Swords. We've got the Page of Wands and the Magician. I feel like you are going to take some sort of action here, because I feel like you know that you have all the tools. I don't think that that is something that you're unaware of. But it's time for you to take some sort of a step forward, just even if only the step forward is to get out of this block. Because it feels like there is something that's open here. I want to know what that is. Tell me about the World card here. What's the unfinished business that Scorpio has back here? It's a soulmate, or somebody that you've known since the beginning of time, essentially, either in this life or in other lives. We do have the Ace of Swords. There it is. And we do have the Five of Wands. Look, I feel like you want to reach out to someone here, but you're holding back. It's indecision. And I feel like the reason you're holding back is because you're not sure if there's competition for the attention of this person, whether they are feminine or masculine. It feels like there is a fire sign back there that you're not quite sure that you want to close the door on, because Scorpio, when you close a door, it's shut tight. You put the wood over that door and start hammering in the nails, right? It's like, you know that when I cut someone off, it's done. I am not going back there. And that's why the fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, are very slow to make decisions. It looks like being stubborn. It looks like you can't get them to move, but they won't move until they're ready, because they know that when they make a decision, the decision is made. So I feel like there is somebody back here that you have some emotional ties to still. Someone that you might consider to be a soulmate. Maybe it's a brother or a sister. It doesn't have to be a romantic. Could be a best friend. But it feels like you've left the door open just in case this person wants to reach out and communicate with you. But I feel like you've been wondering, should I reach out? Tell me what the outcome is here for Scorpio, please. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's the outcome? We do have the Hermit in reverse. I feel like you are coming out of the shadows. We do have the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Judgment card. That tells me that I feel like you're going to be contacting this person who is in the past here. So whatever capacity they are in your life, I feel like the Judgment card tells me, and you know, that is eclipse energy, the energy of maybe I just need to look at it different one more time. And so the Page of Pentacles tells me that something is already growing. I feel like there's an opportunity to take another trip around this thing, and this time you need to do it in clarity after having gained some wisdom while you're in Hermit energy. So I feel like you were in Hermit energy, gaining the wisdom, thinking about the situation, going over the details, not only the details of the situation, but also of you. And I feel like now is the time, because you're ready. You're emotionally available, emotionally intelligent. You're ready to keep it all under the surface, right? You're not going to lose your crap on anybody. It feels like this is the time. If you want to do it, this might be the time to do it. Tell me what comes next for Scorpio. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Wands. So it does feel like we go from preparing to make a decision to taking our time moving forward, but I feel like you get there eventually, because the Four of Wands is here, and it's celebration and stability. And it might be with somebody who's either Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, could be Queen of Pentacles, who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have stability. This person, I feel like if you do contact this person, that there is going to be the Six of Pentacles. This person is going to give you reciprocity, but I want to say that this person is someone you're going to have to reach out to because they're minding their business. This person's very focused on themselves, on their intuition, on their life, the way things are going in their life. They're really focused on their 3D life. And in order for you to be able to get into their life, you're going to have to reach out to them, give them some reciprocity, and try to nurture the connection here. I feel like if you do that, the connection grows into something that's very lucrative and stable, I want to say. All right. I've got Gemini and Aries here. You've got all the tools, my friend. It's up to you to take the leap of faith if you do want the celebration. So we do have the Magician, who is Aries and Gemini. We have the Knight of Pentacles, who is Virgo. We have Libra energy here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, Pisces. We have more Virgo energy. We have Aquarius energy. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. All right. Time for Sagittarius. Let's take a look at Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius, how you doing? This is a reading for you for the next 7 days, a sneak peek for this week. Let's find out what's going on for Sag. Sag, if you're interested in joining us over in the membership area, we were just there last night doing some rituals, doing some burning rituals, getting rid of some bad energy and things that we no longer need. If you're interested in a private read discount, it's also in, all of this information is in the pinned comment below. All right, let's tell me about Sagittarius. What's coming up this week? For Sagittarius, sneak peek for this week, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sag. We've got you in the Nine of Wands. Why is that? I want to say that change is around the corner. There is something here that you've been sort of ruminating on. Something that I feel is about to change. Tell me about... something is about to change. Tell me more about Sagittarius, please, here. Something is about to change. You're about to get out of this energy here. We've got the Seven of Swords. Why is that? Got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like something is about to change in your pentacle world. It definitely could be changing with things that regard money, your finances. It feels like this person here has been working on their finances or trying to figure out how to pay things, how to balance the books almost. And I feel like you're in this cycle, like you're right at the edge of the cycle of change here. So I feel like this week is the week where you're going to find it. We do have the Seven of Swords. Tell me why the Seven of Swords is here. Because it almost feels like somebody's running from change. It feels like you don't like change, you don't want change. It feels like the Seven of Swords, somebody's running from change, running from things that are about to change here. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. We've got the King of Pentacles, we've got the Seven of Cups, and we have the Knight of Wands. So you're running from your feelings here, Sag. That's what it feels like. Running from feelings. It feels like there is a soulmate connection here, like a power couple connection, I want to say. Masculine, feminine, but these, you know, the feminine leaning energy also has masculine. The masculine leaning energy also has feminine. Take it as it resonates for you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It does feel like somebody is running from their feelings. It feels like change is coming and somebody's worried about the change. The Seven of Cups is here, which tells me I feel like you have a lot of options or opportunities in passionate things. I feel like this Seven of Cups is telling me that you're overwhelmed by people who want you to go out with them. Maybe they want to date you. People who find you attractive. People might just stop and stare at you. Like it feels like this Seven of Wands, or sorry, the Seven of Cups is telling me that there is confusion in the pentacle world here. It almost feels like you're running from this change here. Tell me why the Nine of Wands is here, please. Tell me why the Nine of Wands is here. I feel like you've been stuck in this cycle for a while because I feel like you knew that you would have to get up and take some sort of action in order to drop the burdens, but sometimes this can be a comfort zone as well, right? Sometimes we become so enmeshed in what we're carrying that it becomes our own identity. And it's a dangerous place to be. But we have a 9 of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands who's carrying a wand as well. It almost feels like somebody here is coming to the rescue, who's going to help you drop these burdens here. Tell me about this. We do have the 8 of Cups. We do have the 7 of Wands. And then we have the 9 of Cups. I feel like there is somebody who walked away that is about to walk back. I want to say that I feel like this Knight of Wands might be somebody who is arriving and is going to cause confusion in your pentacle world, Sag. You're confused as to why this person keeps coming back, but I feel like the wheel is here and it keeps turning. I feel like it keeps bringing people back, and you keep running from the person that the wheel keeps bringing back to you. The 8 of Cups tells me that there is some sort of an emotional disconnection here, and it feels with the 7 of Wands. The 2 of those cards together tells me that somebody had to stand their ground and disconnect from another person in order to be happy. I think it's you. And I feel like since you disconnected from that person in order to be happy, you stood your ground here or stood up for yourself. I feel like it's been worrisome that you've been on your own, doing your own thing, you know, trying to pay the bills by yourself, being sort of in this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, work, eat, sleep, but still staying solid, being very focused on what it is that you need to build in order to move forward here. Tell me more about this. We have the 3 of Swords. And I did it all with a broken heart. That's Taylor Swift. Yeah. You grew yourself and you did it all with a broken heart. I love that song. I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not necessarily the biggest Taylor fan, but I love that song. There's some words there for you. If you are the person who has really gone through a lot by yourself and built yourself up as the Queen of Pentacles, which means you're financially stable, you're doing really well, that people see you, that you've grown, that you've had a glow up, that things are really going well in your life right now, I want to say that you'd say to them, yeah, but I did it all with a broken heart. It's almost like some sort of broken heart situation propelled you to the place where you are right now. We have the Judgment card because you made a really big decision to not let this disappointment, this heartache or heartbreak cloud your future. You made a decision. And I know that for a long time that the scales were out of balance for you. You felt like you were sort of running uphill all the time. But I feel like now things are about to balance out. I think that's what the eclipse is bringing for you, that there's no more running for you. Now you're standing and you're facing things. And we do have the 5 of Wands. So you're making careful advancements forward. The 5 of Wands is about beating yourself up a little bit. I'm just going to be honest. It is lack. But I feel like you are... you've decided to just stare it in the face and take it on. Whatever comes at you here, because you're the Queen of Wands. Yes. Tell you what, I can't even write that stuff. And she's looking over at the 5 of Wands. The only reason that you have decided to stand your ground here is because you are the Queen of Wands. And you do what you want. And you've found this power within you that says, look, I'm independent. I'm going to do what I want. You don't get to tell me what I'm going to do. And even if I have a broken heart, I am going to make decisions to move forward, even though I'm terrified. Even though I know that there is some competition out there. Even though that I know I'd rather just hold back and stay in my comfort zone. And even if the comfort zone is lack, some people stay in that comfort zone, even though it's lack. But the Queen of Wands would never do that, because she's catching the arrows as they're being shot at her. She's catching the arrows. That's what I'm getting from here. I feel like you've got your own bow loaded here, and you're like, I'm no longer going to be, listening to whatever other people tell me, and I'm going to be making my own decisions, whatever I need to do for me, making my own decisions, and I'll do it all with a broken heart. I'll show y'all. I will show you all. That is the energy of the Queen of Wands. I love it. Tell me about the outcome here for Sagittarius, please. We have the Hermit energy. I feel like you are out of Hermit energy because the Queen of Wands is here. She would never, everybody needs their time in Hermit energy. It is self-preservation energy, where we kind of go to lick our wounds and figure ourselves out and be okay with ourselves, find our light, that sort of thing. But I feel like it's almost like this is the cocoon, and this is you coming out as the butterfly here. We do have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, it's time to come out of this Hermit energy. whatever energy you've been in by yourself. It's time for you to get yourself out there. Look, if there is somebody here who is looking for some sort of a romantic connection, I feel like this is the place of movement. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The wheel of your life is turning. It's time for things to happen in a fortunate way for you, and it's a lot of change. So there's so much change coming up here, but I feel like it all leads you to a place where you are very stable and able and compatible. Yeah, that you're feeling more compatible with life than you ever have. Tell me what's around the corner for Sagittarius, please. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So remember I said that I feel like the Wheel of Fortune keeps bringing people back to you. I feel like that is true for this last Mercury retrograde that we had in August. And also I feel like it's true for this Wheel of Fortune that is here for you and for the eclipse energy. We do have the Two of Wands. I feel like something is going to happen like that. And that is sort of the eclipse energy for me. We do have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like it's bringing back some sort of an old friendship or bringing you back together with somebody that you've known forever. I feel like this person is someone that you don't speak with, or maybe that your friendship is no longer, I want to say, but something is happening quickly. The Two of Wands to me, when it's in the reverse, is I'm not going to make a plan. I'm just going to jump in. I'm just going to bite the bullet and go. And it feels like you pick up the phone to call somebody, or you send a text to somebody. That's what it feels like here. That, or maybe you pick up the incoming text or phone call. Take it as it resonates for you. We do have the Three of Wands, because I think you've decided that you know what you're going to turn your back on, and what you're going to turn your back on is this overwhelm here. That you're going to invite things in as they arrive, and you are just going to stand your ground. You're going to stand your ground and continue to be happy and decide who you're going to disconnect from as they come in. No more running. I feel like you're just going to end up turning your back. We go from the Seven of Swords running from the Wheel of Fortune to you just feeling like, you know what, I'm just going to work on it. I'll turn my back and I'll realize where I want to go. And I'm not going to be apologetic for it. Like the Queen of Wands is unapologetic. I don't really care if you like what I'm doing. I'm going to do what I'm doing. We've got the Devil energy. Why? Because of the Lovers. So what you're doing is you've decided that you're turning your back on anything that seems codependent or toxic. And even if this person is a soulmate, you don't care. You don't care. You're making your decisions based on temperance, based on patience, love, kindness, and healing. And you know what? These two cards just go together beautifully, don't they? Kind of tells a story, right? With the Queen of Swords, somebody who's liberating themselves from a situation, but doing it in the kindest, loving way, being very patient and kind and healing. But look, I'm just going to tell you the damn truth. And if you can't take that, then you better move along, because this is your season. I feel, Sagittarius, this is your season for breakthroughs, for realizations. I feel like the sun has come to bust you out of this Two of Swords energy here. Yeah, you're taking charge of everything. No one leaves baby in the corner, right? The Five of Pentacles, nobody leaves you out in the cold. You will do the leaving if that's the case. You will turn your back on anything that does not serve you. I feel like you're in a very strong, powerful time in your life here. And the wheel is here that says it's divine timing for that to happen. So Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, this is Sagittarius energy, because ruling a planet is Jupiter, right? We do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, and Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have more Virgo energy and some Leo. Breakthroughs are coming for you, friend. All kinds of breakthroughs. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn, if you are interested in joining us in the membership area, it is open. Please look for a link that is in the comments section below. And I still also have a sale on for private reads until the end of the month, up to $20 off my reads. Tell me about Capricorn. What's coming up this next 7 days for Capricorn, please? We do have the King of Swords in the reverse. Why is that? Tell me why the King of Swords is in the reverse. We do have the Knight of Wands. Just listening. That seems like some pretty heavy energy here. Just listening. Let's get more information. 5 of Wands and the Empress. Somebody's coming to test your boundaries. Somebody here is coming to test you, to test your boundaries. Remember all that growth you've gone through in the last 4 or 5 months or 6 months? Look, you've like made some huge strides and steps in your life, Capricorn. Somebody is showing up to test you. This person is somebody who is the King of Swords in the reverse, and that's why I think you're going to be tested. Because the King of Swords in reverse doesn't really work in logic. This person will manipulate whatever situation they can with their words and their high intelligence in order to get what they want out of you. It feels like this person is coming in fast. For some of you, you may have had some sort of a fiery energy with them. It feels like this is a person who has given you a lot of attention in the past, but it also feels like you've had victory after some sort of a fight or a battle with them. So I don't know who this person is. They could be masculine or feminine, but they will be masculine leaning. So even if they're a woman, they will be a masculine woman. But this is somebody who is when the King of Swords is in the reverse, this person's cantankerous. They are disagreeable. They are manipulative with their words because they're highly intelligent. And the thing is that the King of Swords, whether they're in the upright or the reverse, is no match for the Empress, because the Empress is the Queen of Swords. So please remember that you're standing in your power. You're the one in charge, no matter what this King of Swords is coming to say to you. I feel like you have your back to the situation, which means I don't think that you're speaking with this person on a regular basis, but I do feel like they're coming in to get some sort of victory over you. I want to say that it feels like this person has been holding back what they wanted to say, and now they're coming to say it to you, and none of it's good. I feel like they are coming in sort of a dishonest, manipulative sort of energy, that this person is somebody who will lie to you to get whatever they need, maybe to get back into your life, question mark, right? Maybe to get back in your life because they see you, look, like you're in this energy, feminine or masculine, you're in this energy of creation. You are connected to your source, which means you're connected to your own intuition. You are facing towards the future, nothing from the past. I don't care what went on back there. I'm making new strides. And I feel like you have your boundaries in place. Tell me about this King of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Strength card. This person is coming to say things that they've been holding back for a while. It's like something that they always wanted to say. You know, sometimes when we get into a situation with somebody and there's a misunderstanding and someone sort of gives you all the barrels and you're like, they've been waiting for a long time to say that to me. I think that's this situation. But I think that the person, whoever this person is somebody that maybe you probably were in some sort of a relationship with in the past. I feel like they're coming to try to get back into your life. It feels like they're going to come in confident, but please understand, with the King of Swords in the reverse, it's never a good ending. It's never a good story. This person's going to say whatever they have to say to manipulate you to get back into your life. And what this person doesn't realize is that the last 6 months that they've been gone, 5 or 6 months, that you've been growing, that you have grown some chutzpah yourself, right? They don't know who they're coming up against anymore. They think they know you, and they don't even know you, Capricorn. We do have the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you've grown so much since the last time that you saw this person. I feel like you have been nurturing all of the relationships that are around you. This person is going to come in and remind you, I want to say, with this King of Swords. It's all about what's in the mind, right? They're going to remind you, look, we used to be together. Look, we can be courageous and try this again. Look, there is a new path here. My intention is to come back and try and nurture something with you. I don't think that you should trust them. I'm just going to say. Tell me more about Capricorn. We've got the Hierophant energy. This could be someone that maybe you had a commitment with, or maybe someone you were married to. And I mean, commitment, I mean like it could have been a dating commitment. Maybe you guys were seeing each other exclusively, right? Because the 2 of Cups is that. They want it to be exclusive with no one else involved. So they don't want an open relationship. They want exclusivity. I feel like this person is somebody that you I want to say that if they are not someone that you were in a commitment with, because this doesn't have to be for you if it's not for you, but they are definitely someone who taught you a lesson, because when the Hierophant shows up, it's because you've learned a lot of lessons. And how can we tell that you've learned lessons? Because you're showing up as the Empress. I feel like your vibration has changed. And this person, while they are still a king, you've made it to the Empress energy. So there is a vibrational mismatch here. This person might be showing up to ask you questions or get some advice from you. They have some sort of a different perspective that they want to share with you. And I feel like it's been a long while, or there was a large, long pause. Saying large and long because the Hierophant is here. And Taurus is grounded energy, moves really slowly, can take years. And so I'm not saying it could be years since you've seen them. Maybe it is for some of you. But the Hanged energy tells me there's a perspective here that this person has got, and they want to sort of bounce it off of you. We do have the Justice energy here. Look, we've got major arcanas. A lot of things are about to change for you here. I feel like you've been tested. Please understand that we test ourselves. It's not about the universe or God testing us or any of that. We are energetic beings, and we are learning lessons here. And when we finally get to a level like this of the Empress, we begin to call people in to test us to see if we really have learned the lesson. I think you really have. I feel like somebody here is this person here, who's the King of Swords in the reverse. This person thinks that they can get one over on you. It feels like they think that they can smooth it over by just admitting to some of their faults. They feel like their perspective is, if I admit to some of my faults and tell this person that I'm really sorry, right, that this person is going to take me back. But what this King of Swords in the reverse doesn't know is that you are a person who understands repentance. And that means, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, and I'll fix the behavior. I'll restore whatever was broken. This person has no intention of doing that. But you're in a level of energy right now where you are, I feel, in this Hierophant energy where you're listening to the higher self. And although you have compassion for this person and the fact that they can't get their life right, I feel like what you need is victory. And you also need balance in your life here. And so I feel like you're just going to tell this person as it is. You're going to whip out your Queen of Swords energy. I feel like it's been a while since you heard from this person. There's been intermittent to no communication with them, and all of a sudden they're just showing up here. Tell me what the outcome is between the King of Swords in the reverse and Capricorn, please. We've got the Star. So we've got hopeful, healing energy. We've got the Ace of Swords. You're going to speak with them. You're going to allow them to say whatever they've got to say, but they don't know that they're up against the Queen of Swords. They have no idea, because the Empress, looking handsome or beautiful on the outside, doesn't really reveal what's on the inside. And what's on the inside is that you've grown quite a bit. I feel like you're going to give them some healing conversations. So no matter how this person comes at you, I feel that they're going to try and manipulate you. I feel that you'll see right through it. I feel like you're going to give them kind and compassionate words. And then you're going to tell them, look, I'm on a new path. I'm on a new path, and the path doesn't include you. Thanks, no thanks. Next. Tell me what happens next, please. Tell me what comes next for Capricorn. We do have the Ten of Swords. You end the whole thing. Yeah, you're now the one in charge, right? You're the one in charge with the Empress energy, and you're like, no, I don't really care how much this hurts you. I'm about to be super honest with you in the kindest way I know how, but there is no beginning here. I feel like you're on a new path already. I think that you're making a decision to just end it with this person and let them know, look, I know that we have a lot of history together, but I'm not prepared to jump back in. I feel like you are just, with the Ten of Swords, ending this altogether and being done with it. Yep, you're shutting off. You're shutting off, closing down, not giving them anything, being miserly with your time and your energy. It's not happening. You've worked on yourself, and that's why you're the Empress. You've worked really hard on yourself. We have the Seven of Cups in the future here. I feel like it's sort of confusing as to why this person's coming back, because you know how manipulative they are, and they're not a person who has changed their ways at all. We do have Libra. We have Taurus. Libra and Taurus. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. All right. Speaking of Aquarius, if you're interested in joining us over in the membership area is open. Last night we did a burning ceremony little bit of a ritual, chatted with each other, having some fun over there. If you're interested in a private reading sale, please, for these things, look in the pinned comment below. Tell me about Aquarius, please. What's coming up this week? Sneak peek for the next 7 days. Sneak peek for this week. Tell me about Aquarius, please. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, who you raining hell on? Somebody is done with everyone's shenanigans. That's what it looks like. Tell me about this Queen of Swords, please. Why is the Queen of Swords in the reverse? You're over it, Aquarius. And look, you don't want to push Aquarius to the point where they're over it. Because although I feel that Aquarius is never the person who's going to hold back, right? You're not going to hold back anything. You're just going to say it as it is. I feel like somebody's not getting the point. And I feel like you really got to say it in very plain, maybe even a little bit hurtful sort of terms for them to understand. Tell me what else is coming up for Aquarius, please. We've got the Three of Wands in the reverse. I cannot wait to say this anymore. It's like you've told somebody something over and over and over again, and they're not listening. And I want to say that it's time for you to just say it. To say it in the way that you would say it, if they can't understand it, any other way that you're saying it. We've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. And we've got the, I guess I have the deck in the reverse. That's all right. That's okay. It was meant to be that way. So I want to say that this sort of paints a picture, right? So I want to say that you're the Queen of Swords in the reverse. It feels like there is somebody here who's not getting the point. It's like somebody that you've already pushed out of your life, someone that you no longer have fun with. It might be someone who you used to know as like someone who is in the soul group or in the soul tribe. Somebody that you would go out with a bunch of other people. So this is like your bestie group or something like that. It feels like there was a falling out and this person's just not getting the point. And I feel like it's been quiet with you two, that nothing's been moving, everything's ground to a halt. And I feel like while you've turned your back on the situation, that you know that now is the time that you've really got to be honest with this person in these terms that maybe they wouldn't understand unless you really gave it to them in the way that the Queen of Swords would when they're in the reverse. Tell me why the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. We do have the the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles, and then we have the Chariot. Yes, it is time for you to make some sort of really deep decision. I feel like you need to make sure that you go at it with your energy very balanced, right? It feels like the Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's just going to kind of give you shit. Like they're just going to say, look, enough of these shenanigans. This is how I feel about the situation. There's a reason I'm not talking to you. There's a reason that I don't want to be in the group of our friends when you're there. It feels like you're being very honest and truthful with somebody here, Aquarius, that you've been holding back on lashing out at for a while. But I feel like you're provoked. Look, I don't feel like it's unprovoked. I feel like there's something here that you've been holding under the surface and that you've needed to make a decision about. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is, I don't want to wait anymore. I'm not nurturing this anymore. I'm not the nurturing one. Don't come at me with that energy. That's what it feels like here. And it feels like all you want is victory and making some sort of a decision. I feel like you have, you've done a really good job of, I want to say, keeping your feelings unheard or unknown, or keeping them under the surface for the sake of the group. But I feel like now you're like, no, no, brah. Nope. We've got the Nine of Swords. We've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Hermit energy. I think that you just kept your mouth closed because you know that if you let loose, you let loose. It feels almost like you've been thinking about all of this and fighting demons in the dark. Like I feel like you're thinking about this, thinking about what you're going to say. I don't think that you're just lashing out and being crazy with somebody. I feel like with the Nine of Swords and the one here, you've been thinking about what you're going to say and you know what the impact is going to be. I feel you know that you are completely and totally cutting this person out and ending the situation with them because you've been feeling stuck about this energy here of the Hermit. And while I feel that you're ready to just to just cut somebody out and say, I'm done with it. I feel like the Hermit energy is telling me that you've gained some sort of wisdom. Something has come to light. It feels like you've been healing yourself and you've been holding yourself back from being that person, the one who's going to kind of unleash on somebody here. And you've been holding yourself back with the Six of Swords. But I feel like this energy here with the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords in the reverse tells me that the person that you're dealing with doesn't get it. They don't get it, and it's time for you to tell them exactly what's been on your mind. The Ace of Cups. When the Ace of Cups shows up in a situation like this, I feel like you're going to be as kind as you can possibly be, Aquarius. I don't think that you mean to take somebody's head off in the middle of dinner, or I don't feel like it, but it feels like the Ace of Cups is coming here to say, remember that this is somebody that you used to have a friendship with, that used to be, you would call your sister or your brother. I feel like the Hermit energy, the wisdom is saying, remember that this is somebody that you used to love, somebody that used to be in your life in a positive capacity, but I feel like something has changed or turned here, and it feels like you can no longer deal with whatever shenanigans they're throwing out here. You haven't talked to this person in a while because they're no fun. I feel like this person they put a damper on things. Who is this? We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Five of Cups, and we've got the Two of Cups. Again, it says, I'm kind of in regret that I gave this person so much of my positive energy, that I gave them empathic, compassionate, kind, and loving energy. It feels like you're in regret because this person, I feel, is somebody who has not treated you right. Tell me what the outcome is. We do have Temperance card and the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is here. I called it out. It comes out here, right? We do have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're going to pick the right time. I feel like so much has changed for you. It feels like this wheel of life has changed, and I feel like you're ready to move into a more expansive, sort of robust abundance here. And it almost feels like you're cleaning up loose ends. It's like you need to get all of the negative energies out of your life in order for you to continue to move forward in a very balanced and loving way. But there are some people who are going to trigger you, and I feel like this person triggers you and you finally kind of just lose it, because I feel like you've been holding back all this time. You didn't want to have to fight the demons in front of everybody, but if they're going to bring it up in front of everybody, you may not start the fight, Aquarius, but you're definitely going to finish it. So I feel like the moment of alchemy is here, and we do have divine timing that's happening here. Something is about to change, and I feel like you're finally closing this door. You're ending it. It's time for you to move forward in a very happy way, in a very expansive way. And everything is going to change when you say what you've got to say. What comes up next for Aquarius, please? We've got the Lovers. We've got the Five of Swords. There it is, and the Six of Pentacles. Look, I feel like this is a person that you probably have dated before. This is a person who I feel, if you've not dated them, that they are a soulmate connection for you, whether it's love or not, but you chose to have them in your life at one point. But I feel like this person is someone who loves to argue. So someone who is always giving the conflicting side of an argument, or someone who's always disagreeable. Somebody who I feel that you two don't really have much in common, but maybe you put up with them because they are part of the soul group or the soul tribe, or part of your family, or a friend of the family. But I feel like the only thing that you're giving them in reciprocal energy now is harsh words, like, don't talk to me, just leave me alone. Look, we don't agree on that, just shut up about it then. Like, I feel like you're just going to be really super honest with somebody here, and it feels like you've given enough. I want to say that this person just keeps opening their hand and walking by, and you keep giving them the goods, you keep giving them reciprocal energy, you keep being kind, and I feel like it's all bets are off. That's what it feels like here. And then we do have the High Priestess. I feel like you're just going to give them silence after this. After you finally tell them where it's at, you're just going to give them silence, and you're going to carry on with your life. It's going to level you up. I feel like somebody here is becoming the Queen of Swords. And, you know, when we're trying to practice something brand new and it starts at the middle, sometimes it swings. The pendulum will swing, right? And we go a little overboard that way, and then it goes a little overboard that way, but then we come back to center. And I really do feel, Aquarius, that you are finally back to center. You're at a place where, no, you can't take advantage of me. I've got things to do. My life is great. It's actually turning, the wheel is turning for me in a great direction. And although I'm going to be as kind as I can be, patient as I can be, I'm I'm bringing it to an end. Nobody is going to take advantage of me like that anymore because I'm the King of Pentacles. Nobody takes advantage of the King of Pentacles. They're smart, they're wealthy, they're balanced, they're dependable. This is you. I feel like you're a dependable friend. You're always there for somebody. But if someone is going to be sneaky with you behind their back, no. We've got the Page of Wands. You're on your way and you're leaving somebody in the background here. Yeah, it feels like you're on some sort of a new path here, new fiery path. I don't think anybody's going to get anything past you, to be honest. We've got four of Wands here, and it tells me that I feel like this is a really stable, happy energy for you. I feel like for the longest time that maybe you didn't say anything because you didn't think that that the other people in the group would back you up. But I feel like the other group is your family, and I feel like they do back you up. I feel like they do. All right. Got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got Temperance energy, which is Sagittarius energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. All right, all right. Pisces, two fishes friends. Pisces, let's find out what's going on for you for the next 7 days. Sneak peek for the week. Pisces, if you're interested in joining us in the membership area, it is open. And we've already got quite a few people over there. We did a ritual last night. We went over the steps of a full moon ritual. And if you're interested in a private read discount, there's also a sale on until the end of the month. All of that information is in that pinned comment just below this video. Tell me about Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Look, tell me about this Pisces eclipse in Pisces, because I'm a Pisces moon and I have pretty much been down for the count for 2 days. 2 days. Yes. I feel like all I've been doing is crying, blah, 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 to like just letting things out, purging things. Tell me about Pisces. What's coming up, please? What's coming up in the next 7 days for Pisces? We do have the Queen of Wands. I kind of agree with that. I feel like I'm sort of powered up now that I'm finally through this energy here. And although I know the energies are still lurking, I feel like powered up, like I've got more energy, and I feel like maybe you do too, possibly. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Magician. I like it. And we have the Six of Wands. Look, I feel like the things that you felt that you couldn't get through, the things that had no clarity, the things you were holding back on, maybe you were in indecision about executing a plan or going forward and doing something. You were worried about competition. What have I got to offer? I feel the Magician comes and with all of the tools you have, makes everything straight. Like I feel like you realize that you have all the tools now. There's nothing that can stop me because I am in fact magic. I'm the alchemist. I feel like you took all of your pain, right? Because this queen is the one who sits on the throne because of whatever came to kill her, made her stronger. I say her because it's a woman on the card, but please understand I'm talking about masculine or feminine energies. You can be the Queen of Wands and still be a masculine energy. So I feel like there is a moment of clarity here is what it feels like. You know that you have all the tools, that you can have any victory that you want to have. You feel powered up. It feels like that everything that came to kill you made you stronger. And I feel like this is the strength. This is the victory here. Yeah, so smart. A lot of people never get to the place of the Magician, right? We all start out as the Fool and we're excited for the new beginning and it's the possibility of everything, right? The Fool is. The next place we go, card number 1 is the Magician. We see the Magician gives us the tools, tells us how to use them, right? Like we realize that we do have the tools, but some people never get past there. Some people never use the tools of manifestation. They never use the tools and they never move forward. All the aces are in hand here. I feel like you are going to get some sort of a victory in the next 7 days. Tell me about the Queen of Wands, please. We've got the World card. I like it, Pisces. There really has been the closing of a chapter for you, Pisces. And I think you might be feeling that already. If you aren't right now, I feel like you will be feeling that soon. We do have the Strength card and we have Temperance. So I do feel that it took a lot of your strength. I really feel like you've been trying to close some sort of chapter for years, but you had to get to the place of alchemy first. You had to learn that all this pain that the queen has gone through, right? She's forged through fire. Everything that came to kill her made her stronger. She's sitting on the throne in spite of everything that's gone on. And I feel like once you realized your power, that you had the power to close the chapter, you decided to close the chapter. And I think that went on in the last couple of days, or it may go on in the next 7 days, right? As we're sitting in this energy of the eclipse. So we do have the Strength card. I feel like whatever you've gone through has made you stronger. We do have Temperance energy here. It tells me that you've been patient with you, patient with yourself, and now it's time for you to move forward because of the healing. I feel like the Temperance tells me that you've now brought things into a place of, after going back and forth, brought it into a place of balance. And so I feel like it is time for you to move forward in balance here. We have a lot of Leo energy here, I'm just going to say. We have Gemini and Aries. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. There's a lot of Leo energy here. So you might be like a Leo Jupiter, possibly. You might have, I feel like that's your abundance, or the way that you expand is quickly. It's almost like you've taken a leap here, a quantum leap. That's what it feels like. And now you're back on the path as to where it's time for you to go again. We do have the Four of Cups. We do have the Justice card. And we do have the Eight of Cups. Look, there's justice in being in the Four of Cups. When you're in the Four of Cups, like, I mean, don't build a house there, maybe pop a tent there, but we all need the Four of Cups at some point in our lives. The Four of Cups is about stability, and cups are about emotions. You had to stabilize the emotions, make some decisions to close the door and get some justice, and just disconnect from anything that is not serving you, emotionally or otherwise. I feel like you've left some things in the past by closing this door here, and I'm kind of proud of you. Good job, Pisces. We do have Justice here. I feel like it's time to make things right by just disconnecting from whatever is trying to kill me but is not making me stronger. We do have the Ace of Cups here. So I feel like it's time for you to love you. I feel like this Ace of Cups is your energy. It feels like it is time for the Queen to love themselves. I'm going to leave everyone else behind who is not serving me. I'm going to get this energy of the Four of Cups. I'm going to get stability in my emotional energy, and then I'm going on a path of love for me. You've got balance, or you've got justice in the Ace of Cups. I kind of love that. Tell me what the outcome is for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like the outcome is telling me that you finally pick a path. You now have an intention, and your intention is just to get the hell out of anything that is not serving you anymore. I feel like the Seven of Wands is telling me you're standing up for yourself, and now you've built some boundaries. So I feel like now the worries are on the outside of the boundaries. So now you can let people be who they're going to be, do what they're going to do, even if you see it as foolish, and you no longer have to worry about them because you've made promises to yourself. Boundaries are always for us, never for them, right? You've made promises to yourself to love yourself. Justice in the Ace of Cups. You've made a promise that you come first, and I love that. What is coming up next for Pisces? We've got the Star. We've got the Knight of Wands. And we've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. I really feel like you're healing your passions. I feel like as this energy of, you might have fire energy, you don't have to, but I feel like that somebody here has been maybe impulsive in the past and jumping into things that were emotional. And I feel like you're healing the Knight of Wands energy. This energy of taking too many risks, or running at things quickly, or, you know, maybe starting things in fire, because fire always fizzles, right? The Page of Swords in the reverse tells me that that you have, I feel, healed some sort of immaturity as it pertained to getting into relationships or situations that you just, boom, I'm just going to jump in. I feel like now you're sort of holding back and looking for deceit, looking for misinformation, looking for, you know, I must have honesty and clarity before I move forward. I feel like you're being far more intentional and really not quick to make a decision here. We do have the Hermit. I love it. You've turned into this Hermit energy where you now have the wisdom, heavy on the wise. You're now looking at things. You're not reacting. You're now responding. You're holding back and waiting to look over all the details and, you know, measure things back and forth, right? With the Temperance card here, and you're making really good decisions. I feel like that's what the eclipse was for you to stand back and say, look, I have the wisdom and I no longer have to react to things. I can now be quiet and sort of choose what I want to do, and I don't have to offer an explanation to anybody. I feel like that's the Hermit energy. We do have the Queen of Cups, and of course that's your energy, and the Hanged Man. So I feel like you spent this time in pause. It feels like you now have a different perspective about what love means, and that you have a different perspective about the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is compassionate and kind and loving and empathic and all those beautiful things, but your perception or your perspective has changed, right? Your perspective has really changed about what it really means to be the Queen of Cups, because this person is also strong. They also carry a lot. This person is somebody who is going to listen to their intuitive energy all the time. And I feel like so much has changed since you have been hanging out with your intuition in this energy of the Hanged Man. I feel like this eclipse finally got you out of this Hanged Man energy and encouraged you to have courage to close this chapter. I feel like that chapter's over. You're finally in the new chapter, and it's time to act accordingly. It's time to love yourself more and really look things over and make slow decisions. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys, and I'm out for now. Bye-bye.